It's Sunday, so we're gonna go with the Sunday service. Let's go ahead and get Sunday going. Let's go.
I used to move when I saw one sign, one candle, one alert, one time frame. But I learned something. One voice ain't a choir. Ignition can spark and momentum can run. Clarity can show me what might have begun. Flow can start moving, wealth can come through. But if they're telling different stories, I know what I'm gonna do. Wait, I said I learned how to wait, not because I'm scared to move. I'm waiting on the truth. What did the hour say? Wait on it. What did the 15 say? Wait on it. What did the 5 say? It's coming. What about the one? Don't run yet. So when do we move? When they agree. Until they agree. I'm keeping my hands off the keys. Until they agree. I don't need opportunity. Let the hour tell the 15. Let the 15 tell the 5. Let the 5 speak to the minutes. Till the whole chart comes alive. Harmony before opportunity. Until they agree.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Go ahead and start. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Let's get it started. You know how we listen to the chart. This is our analysis on Sunday. Getting the market is opening at 6 p.m. Looking at a naked chart, you guys see where the market closed on Friday, down here at 28,302. And then on Sunday, it opened with a gap way up here. So that's why we say on Sunday, we analyze the market first. We don't come just jump in. We want to see what moves the market is making and prepare ourselves on Sunday before we go into looking at any executions for Monday. So we look at the market with the edge. Of course, we don't just want to look with a naked chart and see what's going on. We want to hear what the market is telling us. So already we see the wealth is at the top on the hour chart, pushing everything down. There is our clarity next. There is our flow, and then there's our momentum, and then there's our ignition. Market actually open on top of both ignition and momentum. So if you see as it came up and touch flow and then drop back off, that's kind of, I mean, this is where you see where it opened up at. I can't tell you anything about why it opened the gap. I don't know. But as far as how far it was going, I could clearly see where it was topping off before it decided to fall back down now without having vision, without being able to hear the market telling me that. I have no idea how high it would want to come up, why it will come up before it decided to stop and go back. But because I can actually hear what it was saying when it opened up, it spiked up. It spiked up to where actual flow was. Hey, what's going on? It touched flow, and it's probably going to maybe find itself back where it is, but I don't know. And why do I say that? Because momentum is pushing down. How do I know momentum is pushing down? The wealth line is on top. The wealth line is where the bankers and the big banks and all the heavy hitters is where they reside. If they are on top of the market, they are pushing the market down. And then the next line you want to make sure that you see is clarity. You want to make sure that they are clear. If the second line is clear, then they are still in the seller's momentum and they are clear that they're still pushing it down. Flow is actually telling you who is in charge at the moment. And of course, we see the third line being flow. The sellers are still in control. It came touch flow and then it dipped back down. And this is where ignition and momentum is currently with the market. So if I'm going to break it down to the 15 continuously, I also see it came and did what? It got clear. We're still pushing the market down. The market opened up, say, hey, what's going on? The buyers say, man, we coming in, we pushing. And they can only push up till they get clear. They got clear, and then the momentum is pushing it right back down. On the 5 minute chart, I see on the 5 minute chart is pushing up, and it tried to push all the way up to the actual the wealth line. Like, hey, we coming up here, we touching, and then we're gonna fall back down. And did it do it on the 1 minute chart? It actually opened above the wealth line itself. Period. So in this form where where we actually execute on the 1 minute chart, as we can see the way Sunday started off, we are totally sitting on our hands. We are waiting. We're not executing at all. We don't trade on Sundays anyway. But this is why we do the market analysis so we can see the setup and what's happening for the week as we start off. So, like I said, just starting again, we're going to start at the 1 hour. On the 1 hour chart, first thing we look for is our wealth line. We want to see who is in control, who is in control, not who is in charge, who is in control, the buyers or the sellers. So we look for our wealth line. Our wealth line is on top. So we see that the big banks and corporations are on top. They are pushing the momentum down for shorts and sales. Then we want to see if it's clear. The next line is our clarity line, which we have second. The next line is our momentum, which our flow. I'm sorry, we see our flow. Our flow is our blue, and the flow is the third line. And then next we have our ignition and momentum, which is our red and our yellow. And they are also in line for five uniform sale pushing down momentum. As we go down and we bring it down smaller, we still see the same five lines, except that they've crossed. The ignition and flow have actually turned around, or inverted, I should say, and the red is now on top. So of course we are just waiting for the market to continue its momentum and its move before we do anything. Now we see disharmony, and in disharmony we know we do not execute any trades, and this is just further disharmony, of course. And then of course the 1 minute is confirmed disharmony. So in that, when we look at the world through listening to harmony, we know at this point there's no need for us to even um, think about if we're going to enter a trade or not, because we are totally clear that we have disharmony. Now, just to look at a different trade, I know some people say, hey, go to gold, check out gold, and definitely have to respect that. So let's go to gold, and we're going to go to the 1 hour chart. Let me narrow this down first. All right, and let's go to the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, it is also the buyers. I mean, the corporations and the big banks, they are on top, pushing the momentum down. But the next line we want to look for is what? Clarity. Now, if we look for the clarity line on gold on the 1 hour chart, do you guys see how much disharmony is right around the clarity? There is no clarity here, correct? So because you see no clarity, you automatically know that you're doing what? Patiently sitting on your hands, waiting for the market to show you clarity before you can decide your next move. So on the 1 hour chart, you know you're totally out of disharmony. There's going to be the same thing as you continue to look forward on your next charts. 15, the 5 is also doing the same thing. This is the chart opening up at 5 o'clock, I mean at 6 o'clock p.m. It Gold just decided, hey, I'm just gonna do this, like, and we're not in any control of that at all. We just listen to the harmony of what it's telling us. So to start over again, you guys can see that the buyers, I mean the big banks and corporations were on top, pushing it down for sales. But because clarity is here, the market is in between both clarity and the wealth line. You guys know that we don't donate any of our meat to a sandwich at all. We don't trade in the middle of a sandwich. So we're just sitting on our hands. Somebody said the US 30. All right. So if we are looking at the US 30, we were starting at the 1 hour chart. You see that the big banks, corporations are at the bottom. So that will be looking for initially for buys because it's pushing the market up. Uh, this one, should we got in this one? No, of course, you should not have gotten that one. Why? Because your clarity is here. So you have wealth, you have clarity. The market is in the middle. We don't trade in the middle. We wait to get clear before we do anything. So now the market has on the US 30 has broken way up to the top side. What does that mean when you don't have foresight, when you can't hear the market? When you can't hear the market and you're just watching with your eyes and you see how it spiked up, you want to rely on like harmonics, Fibonacci's, thing of that nature. If you don't know how to throw those on the chart and how to read those, then you want to have an edge. Once you have the edge and you see the wealth and clarity and the market is in between, you say, I'm going to wait until all of this madness is through before I decide if I want to buy or if I want to sell. See all of this, that's just disharmony when you're looking at that. So that's how, I'm not going to say simple it is, but that's how you get rid of all of the noise and get rid of all of the confusion and know immediately in the matter of moments if you are going to take a trade and if you're going to execute in a trade or not, just by listening. So, like I said, I'm gonna close this out with this one. We're not gonna hold you guys too long because I want you guys to be able to learn how to listen on your own. So if you're trading NAS and you say, okay, let's look at the analysis, we're not really tripping on what the candles are doing. We're not. If we did not have an edge, yeah. And the first thing that we would be saying is, oh, this big gap. What do we do with this gap? Do we wait for the market to come back and hit this gap, or what do we do? But because we have an edge, we're able to see that the big corporations, big banks are still in the seller's momentum. Um, the market just opened up and it needed to come and find them the flow as it did, and it came back down. This is currently where the market is now. Would we execute anything right now on a Sunday? No, we would not. We're just seeing and listening to what the market is telling us. It came and got clear, and it came on its way back down. So that's what we're waiting to see. Uh, we'll watch this tomorrow, and when we come and have our listening party tomorrow, we'll see what the market is telling us before we make any moves, either buying or selling. So we're going to end on that note. What song are we going to close out with? Because I mean that's it in a nutshell, guys. You want to be able to listen and hear when she's singing. You want to be able to let's where we want to go to tonight. Let's when clarity calls. Okay, let's go to clarity calls. Guys, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Unless you're at the listening party tomorrow, I'll see you then. If not, then I'll see you on the next podcast. I appreciate you guys giving me your time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Clarity.
Man, I've been waiting on you.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, clarity, man, I've been waiting on you. I woke up, chart up, 9:15. Ignition moving like it's finally time. Momentum right behind it, looking ready to ride. But I learned one thing, I don't move our vibes. Hour got a story, 15 got facts. 5 showing rhythm, but I'm watching the trap. 1 minute screaming, man, get it right now. Nah, homie, clarity ain't called sit down. I done chased that candle, I done paid that fee. Been right on direction, wrong on entry. Now I don't need first, I need clean. Let the setup come together, then tell me what you see. When clarity calls,
Pick it up, pick it up.
when the picture gets clear and the noise shuts up. When clarity calls,
What she say, what she say?
check the hour, check the 15, check the 5, check the 1. If they talking different,
I ain't doing none.
but when harmony calls,
Tell her I'm coming.
Alert, hit the phone. Cool, that's information. Scanner got my attention, not authorization. Structure first, liquidity next. Where price been? What's sitting left? That's the difference now. I don't react, I investigate first, then answer the chart. Could've missed 10 pips, could've missed that run. I'd rather miss a move than chase everyone. Because the market don't owe me a trade by 10. And if she hangs up today, she'll call again. That's Roman trading. No begging to scream, no forcing confirmation just because I wanna see clarity. Call me when the picture gets clean. Until then, you know where I'll be. When clarity calls,
Pick it up, pick it up.
when the picture gets clear and the noise shuts up. When clarity calls,
What she say?
check ignition, momentum.
Flowing well.
Don't just ask what's moving.
Ask what else.
When the time frames line up and the whole chart talks, that's when I answer. When clarity calls. You ready?
Depends.
Hour 15,
Get it.
5.
1.
Now we got harmony.
Then why you still talking?
When clarity calls,
I ain't gotta chase. I ain't gotta guess. I ain't gotta turn every alert into a
when
yes.
clarity calls,
Let the whole thing speak
harmony.
before opportunity.
And if she don't call today, I'm good.
Scanner gets your attention.
Clarity.
Gets mine.
Click, 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 click. The chart decides.